I was contacted by a company who had a product they wanted me to check out, a battery charger. So today I thought I'd bring you guys along for that ride. Here we go. So I hold in the palm of my hand the Stern 6-volt, 12-volt automatic battery charger. Now I must admit, upon first seeing this thing, I was a little skeptical. Being a technician that, for years has worked in the dealerships, shops, and now my own shop, I'm used to battery chargers being a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, and a little bit more complex. But because I promised the company I would give it a fair shake, regardless of making a video or not, and because I noticed the Amazon reviews on this thing are actually pretty good, and there's a lot of them, I went ahead and moved forward testing it out. And let me tell you something. For the price, this thing's all right. All right, so let's check it out. First thing you notice when you pull it out is the wall outlet connector. This connects to any standard wall outlet. Pretty simple deal. Comes with 10 feet of cable. The cable feels, pretty sturdy, decent quality here. It doesn't feel cheaply made, like it's gonna hold up. And you've got your clamps that connect to the contacts on the batteries, that connect via this quick connect fitting here. And that feels pretty strong once connected. Like I can't really, I just pulled it apart then, but it took some effort. And then it also comes with 2 eyelet connections for smaller batteries that take a little bit smaller of a connection. That might have a nut that screws down onto them. And those connect in the same way. Now, looking at the clamps here, they feel pretty sturdy and pretty strong, like they're gonna last. I can see how they're clamped and soldered in like any other clamp would be on any professional quality tool. That looks about the same to me. They feel pretty good. Only thing, and I've reached out to the company and let them know this, and they might make the improvement, they might not, but I'd like to see some brass connections with straight brass, maybe with some rubber grips, just a little bit more sturdy connection. But again, it feels sturdy, it feels okay. You could get by with it for sure. All right, so let's demonstrate how this thing works. You literally just plug it into a wall outlet. You'll notice it has 2 selection modes as far as voltage. You've got a 12 volt or a 6 volt, and you just select which one via the mode switch. Now we've got a 12 volt automotive battery here, so I'm just going to go ahead and hook up red to positive, black to negative, and that's literally it. You see the 0 to 50% icons flashing. Once the battery rate of charge or state of charge gets above 50%, it'll climb up to this next one, 50 to 100%, and start flashing. And once it's fully charged, it will stay a solid green color. And that's literally it. You walk away. I'm getting a flashback to a 90s infomercial. What is it? Set it and forget it. Any of y'all remember what that was? It says it protects from overcharging, over voltage, overheat, over power, over current, over discharge, and short circuit. So for an example, short circuit, we can hook up the red lead to the negative on the battery, which is not the right way to do it, but mistakes happen. In case you do that, you notice the the fault icon right here is lit up, and literally nothing happens out of the charger. The charger does not output any current. So that's a safety feature that's built into it. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. It works in 110 and 220 volt AC wall outlets. It charges at 1.5 amps per hour, which is pretty standard for trickle charging. And if you watched my video about battery charging, you'd know that that's the safest and most thorough way to charge a battery, is at that 1.5 to 2 amp range. All right, so who is this charger right for? This charger is perfect for the home DIYer. Anybody that has batteries that are meant to be depleted and recharged. So your trolling motor batteries, your kitty toy batteries, lawnmower batteries, Say you've got a vehicle that sits in the garage for a long time, doesn't get driven often, but you want to make sure it'll crank up when you actually do decide to take it out for a spin. You can hook this thing up, it'll do its thing, it'll kick itself off once the battery's fully charged, and once it realizes that charge level's starting to get a little bit lower, it'll kick itself back on. It's got the technology to do that, which is pretty cool. It's a great battery maintainer. I did it, hooked it up, left it overnight, came back the next morning, and the battery was recharged. I load tested it, it checked out, so it does have the capability to do that. Again, when I first put eyes on this thing, I was a little skeptical, but after testing it out, putting it through its paces, and realizing the bang for the buck factor, it's earned a spot in my toolbox.
Hi, and welcome to C-Tech. I'm Tony Zeal, and in this tutorial we will show you how to connect our MXS 5.0 next generation battery charger. But before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you for buying C-Tech. Okay, so let's see the C-Tech MXS 5.0 in action. One thing to remember, don't connect your charger to the power socket just yet. Always connect the charger to your battery first before you switch on the power. For this part of the video, we'll be connected the MXS 5.0 to a regular car battery using the battery's positive and negative terminals. But please remember, when connecting to the vehicle, the earth or ground terminal must be connected to a suitable point on the vehicle bodywork. Now, many vehicles nowadays do have specific charging points. If that's the case with your vehicle, take a look at the vehicle owner's manual. That should show you the correct charging procedure for that particular vehicle. So let's get back to charging this battery. First, connect the clamps to the charger using the Comfort Connect system. Quick and simple. Take the red clamp and clamp it to the red positive terminal of your battery. Next, take the black clamp and clamp it to a suitable earth or ground point on the vehicle body. In this case, we'll use the terminal of the battery. Don't worry if you get this the wrong way around at first. The charger has got inbuilt reverse polarity protection, so your battery and your charger won't get damaged in any way. It's also spark free, so no risk if the leads should accidentally touch together. Okay, now it's time to power up. So plug the power cable into your wall socket, and if your socket's got a switch, switch it on. When the charger's on, the green power LED will light up. You can now set the charger to match your type of battery using the mode button. The first time you switch it on, the charger defaults to the normal mode, indicated by the yellow LED under the car symbol. This is the mode you need for a regular battery like your car battery. Pressing the mode button continuously will cycle through the MXS 5.0's different programs in this order. From normal, press again for normal AGM. This programs for AGM batteries like the ones fitted in cars with start-stop technology. Press again for normal recons. This is a program that's been specially developed to restore and recondition your battery if it's out of condition, or even if it's dead. If you select the recon, it automatically adds the program towards the end of the main charging process. Next is normal, AGM and recon, which is a combination of all three programs. If we press it again, the next program is small, which is for smaller batteries, like motorcycle batteries for example. Pressing again cycles through small AGM, small recon, and finally small AGM and recon. One more press brings you back to normal. When you've set the correct mode for your battery, you're ready to go. Just leave your MXS 5.0 plugged in to do its job safely while you go off and do something else. If you need to stop the charging process at any time, no problem. Just switch off the power, remove the clamps without damaging the charger or your battery. So using the MXS 5.0 is as simple as that. Thank you for watching.